Good morning, everyone. Welcome to North Star Knife Reviews. I have a Bushcraft knife for you today. Something that's going to be on par with your Mora Basic, Mora Companion, things like that. This is from BPS Knives. And you can see it is a nice looking little knife, at least I think so. It's the BS1FTS is the model number. And this is running somewhere in the $15 to $20 range. It goes up and down a little bit, but it's somewhere in that range. Now, this obviously would be a competitor to the Mora knives. And we'll take a look at some of the similarities and differences. I don't view it so much as an alternative to the Mora as maybe a companion to the Mora. Because I do like this knife. If you could only get one, I think I'd probably go with the Mora. The Mora Basic is just a little less expensive, and it's got a lot of history behind it, and I think it's a good steel or good knife, excuse me. But this is certainly an alternative or companion, if you wish, to that Mora. Now, the blade length on this is about 3 5/8 to 3 3/4 inches long. The cutting edge right around 3.5 inches. And the length of the entire knife, let's get it all in frame here. Oops, there we go. Okay, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and maybe 5/8 of an inch. You can see this has wood handles. I believe they're beechwood. I'm forgetting off the top of my head, but I believe they're beechwood. The blade is carbon steel. It is 1066 carbon steel. See, here's the BPS Knives, and says carbon steel on there. Now, the 1066 is going to be a bit softer than 1095. Not going to hold an edge quite as long as 1095, but it is going to be a bit tougher than 1095, which, depending on what you're using it for, that extra toughness may be valuable. You can see it is a full tang. It's held on with Torx screws, so you could change it, the handle if you wanted. The fit and finish is okay, nothing spectacular, but it's not bad. Certainly, I think, acceptable. Fits fairly well in hand. I can get basically, a full 4-finger grip. If you have extra large fingers, you probably are going to be going off the end. I can just fit the 4 fingers on there. Has a little leather sheath. Actually, given the price of this, not really a bad leather sheath. The stitching, looks even. Doesn't look like any problems with the stitching. I do wish there was a little drainage hole on the bottom. I think that would be helpful, but it's all right. We got the rivets on here. I can't really feel them, so I don't think they're going to scratch up the handle. Not that that's going to affect the utility, but aesthetically, you may not want that. So I think this is a pretty nice little knife. Now, again, here is the Mora Basic, and this is in 1095. I did go ahead and force a patina on this blade because it is sitting around a lot. I've got like half a dozen of these Moras, and so any given one may not get used for a while, so that's why I decided to force a patina just to give it a little extra protection. You can see the sizes here. The blade on the BPS is slightly longer, but the handle is slightly shorter. So the overall length, the BPS is going to be just a hair shorter than the Mora Basic. Now, if you have extra large hands, for me, I've got some room on this Mora Basic where I don't on the BPS, so that if you've got larger hands, you definitely might want to go with this. I think it'd be a little more comfortable. The steels, otherwise, the BPS may be just a hair thicker. I can't really think. They're pretty close. Okay. Obviously, the Mora does not have a full tang, so that may make this one a little bit stronger for you, depending on what you're going to use it for. And some people may like, I personally am a fan of spear point blades. This may is sort of on the line between a drop point and a spear point. It may be a little more toward the drop point. Some people may like that. Others may want the blade that is on the Mora. So that may be something that you want to take a look at. Which of those would be better for you? Again, though, I think this is a nice little knife, a little more traditional looking. Now you can get the Mora 1 and the Mora 2, or at least you could. I assume they're still making them, but I'm not 100% sure. I haven't looked at the website. With the wooden handles. But, I like the looks of the Mora 1 and Mora 2, but I don't think they're quite as safe because they don't have a little guard to keep your finger from sliding up. So anyway, been rambling on a little longer than I expected about this knife. But again, BPS Knives, this is made in Ukraine and runs $15 to $20, 1066 steel with a wooden handle. If you're looking for something a little more old school looking than the plastic Mora, this might be something you want to check out. Hope you guys have a good day. Hope you found this interesting. Please subscribe, give me a thumbs up. I will catch you next time.